The last instrument family is the percussion family. These instruments all look very different from each other, but what they share in common is that these instruments produce sound when you strike the instrument with a mallet. You can see some mallets resting on top of the timpani here. You also have drumsticks, which are similar to mallets, resting on top of the snare drum here. And you play all of these instruments by striking them to make a sound. Let's start with the highest pitched instrument in the percussion family, the triangle. Now let's move over and hear the crash of the cymbals. Now let's listen to the chimes. Moving down to the bottom, this is the snare drum. The bass drum looks similar to the snare drum, but it is much larger and will have a lower sound. This is a timpani. It's also a very large drum and has a low sound. Next we have the xylophone. The final members of the percussion family are the keyboards. These look different than the instruments you saw on the previous page, and you play them by pressing the keys with your fingers. However, there are strings inside the instrument body, and sound is made when a small hammer inside of each one of these instruments strikes the string to produce a sound. Because there is a hammer striking the string to produce sound, this is still considered a percussion instrument. Let's listen first to the piano. Next, we will listen to the celesta. And finally, the harpsichord. These instruments make up the keyboard section, and they are considered part of the percussion family.